What's going on, dudes and dudettes? So yes, Kenan Christon, a 3-star running back out of San Diego, did commit to USC yesterday. Pretty cool. He'll join Jordan Wilmore as the other running back coming in next year for USC out of high school. So I think that's about it for running backs they're going to look after, because everyone else is kind of taken up that they were looking at and offered to. So great to have him on the team. Hopefully he's a pretty good guy. We'll see how this goes. And then also we had big injury news out of our starting safeties for USC. Isaiah Palamau, yes, I believe cousin or nephew to Troy Polamalu, ex-USC great and Pittsburgh Steeler great. He did separate his shoulder during that Stanford game, and they were trying to see if he could go during Texas, but obviously he couldn't. And now he's going to have season-ending shoulder surgery. So hopefully, I'm pretty sure, because he's only played in a game and a half, that it could count as a red shirt, so he doesn't lose a year, which is good for him, but we'll see how that goes. I'm sure more news will come out of that. And still no news of Bubba Bolden, the other safety, which is unnerving as well, but we'll see how this goes. And then also a guy writing that he's heard sources saying that Kevin Durant is going to come to LA to join LeBron after this season coming up. It's just, I guess, what LeBron had decided a year or two ago, that he wanted to come to LA. And now that he is in LA, he's saying that Kevin Durant is going through the same process, and this next year coming up would be the year he jumps to LA to join LeBron, try to win as many championships together, and then eventually replace LeBron as the next Laker great solo on the team and try to get more other players to come and join and play with him. It's pretty interesting. Obviously, I've been pushing for that, but Klay Thompson would be really cool as well. So we'll see how this goes. They're writing that after, 2 weeks, Derwin James is already considered one of the greatest safeties in the NFL. I think that's pretty funny. Just because I've been talking him up a lot. I thought he was one of the greater players coming out of college, but I don't know why he dropped to 17, but I'm glad he's with the Chargers. I would say he's pretty close to being one of the better safeties even as a rookie. You know, getting 7+ tackles a game so far, few tackles for losses, and at least a sack in each game right now. Still hasn't gotten that elusive interception, which is what safeties are known for, but I think he's more playing the nickel right now, so he's playing up on the line of scrimmage a lot more than in the back, so you kind of understand why he hasn't had an interception, but really looking like a promising rookie year. Might win Defensive Rookie of the Year. And then the Lakers are deciding, or someone's put up an ad thing saying if the Lakers should trade for Jimmy Butler or not. Obviously, he's having talks with the Minnesota GMs right now, see if he's going to stay committed and not, and if they should trade him right away or some point during the season. Obviously, he'd be a pretty cool guy to have on the team already. You just don't know if he's going to end up committing long-term or not. But joining LeBron, being a 3-and-D pretty much kind of guy, and being able to create off the bounce as well, pretty cool to have against LeBron or with LeBron. But I mean, there's guys that can be involved in that trade, like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope or Rajon Rondo. You know, a lot of these guys that Tom Thibodeau, their coach, is used to, that he might grab and maybe a first-round pick. But if it's multiple first-round picks, I don't think they should do it. They should just wait and take their chances in the offseason. And then also the Lakers are pretty upset that Ivica Zubac is playing for his Serbian national team. In some world qualifiers. It's kind of dumb because it's not like he's going to get much playing time this season. He hasn't got much playing time the last 2 seasons, so I don't understand why they're upset. They should just let him play, let him keep in shape, let him get more playing time to be able to get better, and we'll see how that goes, but I just don't know why they're upset. They're pretty dumb for being like that. going on, dudes and dudettes? So yes, I am doing these videos at different times of the week just because I wanted more information. So yes, LeBron James is finally going to star in Space Jam 2. We heard for so many years that he was going to. Looks like he now is, with the producer Ryan Coogler, who's done movies like Fruitvale Station, Black Panther, the first Creed. So it's a pretty good guy to have producing. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be directing that type of movie, but at least you got some type of guy with that much power in the industry at this moment to be backing your film, which is pretty cool. You know, I think they said they're gonna start shooting next summer, so probably won't expect it for like another year or two, which is all right, as long as he's not gonna try to fill it into this summer, which is already almost done, and at least they'll be waiting another year to start filming, which is pretty cool. Looking forward to that. And then also, so Jimmy Butler, that headline is kind of misleading because he does want to play in LA, but apparently it's not with LeBron and not with the Lakers. He said he met with Minnesota and he wants a trade, but it's going to be the three teams in particular: the Brooklyn Nets, New York Knicks, or the LA Clippers. Now, I'm assuming it's just those three just because they're both on the East Coast, West Coast. They're pretty big markets. I don't know if he's from the Brooklyn or New York area. I just know that when there's talks about him going to a place with Kyrie Irving, I know the Knicks were a part of that. Clippers wise, I think it's just LA, unless he just wants to try to get as much money as he can for his contract, because he's going to be up for a pretty big extension coming after this season if he wanted to sign one before free agency. So we'll see how that goes. It's all right, at least one of the dominoes fell, so we don't have to worry about him. We'll focus on other guys, more like Kevin Durant, like I mentioned earlier in this video, or Klay Thompson as well. Some Corey Liuget news from the defensive tackle from the LA Chargers. Looks like yesterday he's planning on suing the guy who injected him with the performance-enhancing drugs that he didn't know he was taking. I guess it's one of his trainers. It's kind of weird just because you should know what any doctor, any person that you work with is putting in your body, but I guess he trusted the guy enough to not even question him at the moment, and maybe the guy just slipped something in. That's why he's trying to sue him for $15 million. So obviously it wasn't his fault. He is missing a big chunk of his last part of his contract, which is usually the most money you're going to get guaranteed. So I understand why he's trying to get so much money for it. And I believe he has to miss 2 more games for the suspension to be up, and then we'll finally get him back. We'll see. Hopefully he's been keeping in shape and still trying to help us win and succeed in this NFL season, so good luck to him. And then an ex-Duke player, Elton Brand, the 76ers named him their GM. Sort of surprising just because he's probably only been in the front office over there for a year, and they kind of automatically just gave him a pretty big position. But Philadelphia's been trying to search for someone for a while now. They've been swinging and missing at everybody, and just doesn't seem nobody wants to go there, even though they have the pretty nice core there. But of course, even LeBron didn't want to go there as well, but maybe that was just because they didn't have a GM, a true GM at the moment. But good luck to him, ex-Duke player, so gotta be happy for him as well. USC, ex-USC players now in the NFL making big impacts for their team. Juju Smith-Schuster once again went off, this time getting a touchdown, again over 100 yards. Dory Jackson, one of my favorite ex-USC players, he finally gets his first NFL interception for the Tennessee Titans. It was pretty cool. His teammate on the defensive line, Jarrell Casey, he just beat up that offensive line and got through so many tackles for losses, 2 sacks, a forced fumble as well. And as you can tell from the list, a lot of other ex-alumni USC guys did very well, which is always cool to see. Always at least getting a stat or 2, that's all you need to stay in the NFL. And then that last pick right there of Klay Thompson in a Lakers jersey looks pretty cool. Seems to be more of a foregone conclusion since Jimmy Butler's out of the picture. But thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what y'all think, and have a great rest of your day. What's going on, dudes and dudettes? So, yes, Kenan Christon he's a 3-star line. Yeah.